So I've been brushing up again on the story of Gideon, which is one of my favorite stories in the Bible in preparation for a sermon that's coming up. And this is after God has whittled down the number of Gideon's troops from about 32,000 to only 300, less than 1% of what he started with. And what I realized was that at this point, Gideon seems to be actually even more afraid than he ever was in the first place. And so God tells him, Gideon, if you're still afraid, go down to the camp of the Midianites and witness what I have for you to see. And so Gideon, it says he creeps down there just in time to overhear these two soldiers talking about a dream that one of them had. And the one says, I had this dream last night where there was a loaf of barley bread that came tumbling down the hill and crushed the tent which we were staying in. And the other one says there can only be one interpretation for that dream, and that is that God had given Gideon, son of Joash, victory over Midian and its allies. And it says at that point, Gideon bows before the Lord in worship, right in the midst of the enemy's camp. And what I realized from this is the truth, the reality that God calls us to go through our fears into the center of the enemy's camp with no reinforcements in order to bear witness to the testimony that he has for us, which ultimately humbles our heart to the place of worship and emboldens our spirit to be able to run back and encourage and embolden and strengthen the army of God to complete the task which he has for them. That is what God called Gideon to. That's what he's calling you to, and that's what he's calling me to as well. So may God bless you today and always as you seek his courage and his power in everything that you do.